Okay, next project. Now the Hyundai's done, passed the emissions. Got my phone charged back up a little bit. Basically, F-150 out there. I put fuel pumps in it. It's been a couple of months. Okay, so pretty much it's the same thing that we put in that I put in a couple months ago, and the one sending unit doesn't work right. I put a couple gallons of gas in the tank. When he brought it to me, it was pretty much running out of gas when it got to my house on the rear tank, and it was reading empty. So I went to the gas station. I put 4 gallons of gas in the rear tank, and the gas gauge went past full. And then it ran for a little while. I maybe had the engine running for an hour total, and it already ran the rear tank out of gas. And what's happening is it's bypassing some of the fuel back into the front tank, which is another issue with the front tank. The way that Ford did it, where they teed the tanks together and they relied on the check valves inside the pumps. When the rear tank is on, the check valve in the front pump has to work so the fuel doesn't go back into the front tank, and vice versa. So right away, we already have an issue with the front tank bleeding fuel back into the fuel. The front pump is letting fuel in when the other pump is on, and it's dumping all the fuel out of the rear tank into the front tank. So it took about an hour. It ran itself empty, and then right before it started to actually run out of gas, the gas gauge dropped down to right at the empty mark. And the way I verified it is I got underneath, and if I short circuit the wires right here at the sending unit, basically if I go here and I short these two wires together, the gas gauge would actually go down below empty. And I let it go, and they would go up. And you put a couple gallons of fuel in it, and then it would open circuit. And I think it has something to do with this amount of slop. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the gas tank out. Okay, so I have the tank out. I have the sending unit laying on the floor, and I guess so now it wants to read 3/4 of a tank. So I don't get it. I'm gonna go move it a little bit and see. Okay. That looks to me like it should be quarter tank. Yeah, so I don't get it. Why does it work? Why does it work out of the truck? Okay, that should be empty. See? See that? Now watch. All I did was let it hang free. Now let's see. Just pick it up a little bit. Still. See? I'm gonna just go ahead and pretty much, there, that's full. And it's open, it open circuited again. It's definitely this fuel sending unit. Yeah, totally the sending unit. Oh, so there you go. The cheapest of cheap Chinese parts, and that's kind of what you get. Putting a second one in. I'm gonna put it in, hope for the best. Okay, here's the new one. Plug it in. Set it over here like this, about halfway. Turn the key on, and if it's anywhere half to 3/4 and it's not pegged, I'm putting it together. Figured it was a little closer to 3/4 anyways. Okay, so look, there it is. It works. This thing bobbles around. If we put gas in it and it does it again, it is what it is. Okay, tank's back in. I'm curious. So the back tank's back in. I don't know. I don't know if there's enough. There might not even be enough fuel in it to start it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna cycle it. Negative. So the back tank's pretty much out. Okay, there it is. It is, I know it's empty because it will not start, and we're stopped on empty. So there it is. Gotta watch out for those Chinese parts.